Imagine this. You're standing in a dealership, keys to a sleek new car within reach, but faced with a daunting question. Should you buy it or lease it? We've all been there, caught between the allure of driving off in a brand new vehicle and the uncertainty of making the smartest financial move. Each year, the stakes are even higher with shifting market trends, hidden costs, and evolving consumer habits complicating the decision more than ever. What if the choice you make today could impact your finances for years to come in ways you never expected? Buckle up, because we're about to unravel the surprising truths and overlooked details that could redefine how you get behind the wheel of your next car. Immediate versus long-term costs. When you lease a car, the appeal of lower monthly payments and minimal upfront costs is undeniable. It feels like a win, right? But here's the twist. Those savings might be an illusion. Leasing means you're essentially renting the car and paying for its depreciation without building any equity. At the end of the lease, you hand back the keys and walk away with nothing tangible. On the other hand, when you buy a car, those higher initial payments begin to build ownership from day one. Over time, you could eliminate car payments altogether, freeing up your budget for other financial goals, such as investments, savings, or even another car. The key question becomes, do you prefer immediate savings, or are you playing the long game? Depreciation and its double-edged sword. Depreciation is like a silent thief, stealing value from your car the moment you drive off the lot. When you lease, you're only paying for the car's depreciation during the lease term, which might seem like a smart move. But here's something most people don't realize. Leasing companies often inflate these depreciation estimates to protect their profits. This means you could be overpaying without even knowing it. If you choose to buy and hold on to the car, you get to ride out the depreciation curve. Over time, the steepest drop in value occurs in the first few years, but if you hold on to your car beyond that, you can potentially sell it later for a decent amount, offsetting some of your initial costs. Are you prepared to take the hit now, or do you want to manage it more strategically? If you want to buy a car this year, then subscribe. Flexibility, a financial wild card. Leasing might seem like the flexible choice with the ability to switch cars every few years, keeping up with the latest models. But this flexibility comes with strings attached, mileage limits, wear and tear penalties, and the constant need to renegotiate or start a new lease. If your lifestyle changes, like taking a new job that requires more driving or moving to a rural area, those extra miles could cost you dearly. In contrast, buying gives you total control. You can drive as much as you want, modify your car, or even sell it when you feel like it. The freedom to adapt without financial penalties can be a game changer, offering you the flexibility to respond to life's unexpected twists and turns. Leasing is often marketed as the hassle-free option. Maintenance is sometimes included, and you never have to worry about the car getting too old. But convenience has a price. Those maintenance packages might not cover everything, and you could end up paying for repairs not deemed normal wear and tear. Plus, returning a leased car can come with surprise fees if the vehicle isn't in perfect condition. On the other hand, when you own a car, especially one that's reliable and well-maintained, you can minimize unexpected costs over time. Regular maintenance, though not glamorous, can extend the life of your vehicle and save you money in the long run. So, is convenience worth the potential for hidden expenses, or would you rather invest in something that you can maintain and keep? The tax angle, a potential game changer. Taxes are rarely top of mind when deciding whether to buy or lease, but they should be. Leasing a car, especially if it's used for business, might allow you to deduct the lease payments as a business expense, providing immediate tax relief. However, when you buy, you can take advantage of depreciation deductions over several years, which can provide substantial tax benefits, especially if you use the car for business purposes. There's also the potential for state and federal tax incentives when buying certain types of vehicles, like electric or hybrid models. The question is, do you need the immediate tax relief, or can you wait and reap the benefits down the line? Insurance costs, the silent expense. It's easy to overlook insurance costs when debating between buying and leasing, but this could be a costly mistake. Leasing typically requires higher insurance coverage, driving up your premiums. After all, the leasing company owns the car and wants to protect its asset. When you buy, you have more control over the level of insurance, potentially reducing your premiums as the car ages. Over time, these savings can add up, tipping the scales in favor of buying, especially if you have a good driving record and qualify for discounts. The difference in insurance premiums over several years could be substantial, contributing to a lower overall cost of ownership. Resale value, your potential goldmine. When you lease a car, you're essentially renting it with no chance of recouping any of your payments. But when you buy, there's a potential goldmine in your car's resale value if you choose wisely. Some cars hold their value better than others, and selling a well-maintained car could put significant cash back in your pocket. This isn't just about the money, it's about maximizing the value of your investments. Researching which makes and models have the best resale value can make a significant difference in your long-term financial outcome. Leasing, by contrast, leaves you with nothing at the end of the term. No equity, no ownership, just the need to start over. Mileage limits, a potential trap. One of the biggest drawbacks of leasing is the mileage limit. Most leases come with strict mileage caps, often around 10,000 to 15,000 miles per year. If you exceed this limit, the penalties can be steep, sometimes as much as 25 cents per extra mile. For someone who drives a lot, these fees can quickly add up, turning what seemed like a great deal into a financial burden. When you buy a car, there are no mileage limits. You have the freedom to drive as much as you need without worrying about penalties, making it a more practical choice for high-mileage drivers. Customization, the hidden cost of leasing. Leasing comes with another significant restriction. You generally can't modify the car. Whether it's upgrading the sound system, adding custom wheels, or simply personalizing your vehicle to reflect your style, these options are off the table with a lease. Any modifications you make could result in hefty fines when you return the car. On the other hand, buying a car gives you the freedom to customize it as you see fit. This not only enhances your driving experience, but can also add value to the car when it's time to sell. If you're someone who likes to make a car your own, buying might be the better option. End of lease fees, the final surprise. At the end of a lease, you might think you're just handing back the keys and walking away. But beware of the end of lease fees. These can include charges for excess wear and tear, over mileage, and even a disposition fee for returning the car. These costs can be significant, turning what seemed like a good deal into a financial headache. When you buy a car, there are no end of lease fees. Once you've paid off the car, it's yours to keep, sell, or trade in without any additional costs. The psychological edge. Finally, let's talk about the psychological aspect of owning versus leasing. Leasing allows you to drive a brand new car every few years, which can feel exciting and luxurious. But there's a certain satisfaction and peace of mind that comes from knowing you own your car outright. You're not worried about exceeding mileage limits or facing charges for every scratch and dent. Plus, once you've paid off the car, those freed up funds can be redirected to other financial goals, giving you a sense of financial security that leasing simply can't provide. Owning a car can also instill a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing that you've made a long-term investment in something tangible. So, is buying or leasing a car truly cheaper in 2024? The answer isn't black and white. It depends on your financial situation, lifestyle, and long-term goals. Do you value the immediate allure of lower payments in new cars? Or are you focused on long-term savings and the security of ownership? Whatever you choose, understanding these often overlooked factors can help you make a decision that aligns with both your budget and your life. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.